Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taya and this is my cozy little office. We are going to be doing a collage journal with me type of video. This has been a project that has been on my mind for a very long time. Something that I've always wanted to do is document my islands, my Animal Crossing experience, my journey through Animal Crossing New Horizons in collage, because I find it a very nice quiet time activity thing to do. Just getting a new sketchbook. This one is from the dollar store. It is a hardcover sketchbook that I can just go nuts on. I think it literally cost me $4, so it's not that much investment. All of these stickers and washi tape are things that I had before, and then I had some sticker paper also laying around, but it's pretty inexpensive if you get just sticker paper and you can print off from your printer images of Animal Crossing. Also, of course, I have a cozy little coffee with me for this journaling session, and it has the little fox on it. I got it from my sister for my birthday, and she said it was the closest thing to an Animal Crossing mug that she could find that would ship to me by my birthday. And I have these cute little papers. I'm going to start off by decorating the cover of this sketchbook because it is a hardcover and it's not exactly, it's just this marbled rose gold kind of foiling that they've done on the cover, which I really like. And as you can see, I'm pulling out papers from this little set of papers that you can use for scrapbooking and that kind of thing that I just got at Michael's. But they also have a lot of this kind of foiling gold with rose gold and just plain gold. So I think with all of that combined, leaving the spine exposed from this hardcover dollar store sketchbook is going to be a really nice combination. So once I had all of these papers kind of cut out, I started to arrange them on the cover. I do end up slicing them up a little bit and then interspersing the different colors so that they kind of repeat themselves. But I am going to cover this entire thing with other washi tape and stickers and the sticker paper printed screenshots. Say that 5 times fast. I am going to be covering this with other media is what I'm trying to say. And surprisingly, a glue stick adhered these papers extremely well. I was a little bit hesitant. I wasn't sure if I would have to do a layer of Mod Podge to seal everything together. But once I started putting stickers on top of it and washi tape, the just plain old white glue stick worked wonders and everything stuck together perfectly. And it's holding up really well, so I'm happy with how that came out. So getting into a little bit more of the backstory and the reason why I want to do this sketchbook and then what I will be filling this sketchbook with. As you can see, I have some pieces of art up in the top left there, and these are actually drawings from subscribers. People sent me their artwork and I'm so incredibly grateful for that. It's all pictures of my very favorite villager, Jambet, and I am going to make a collage. The inside front covers, I'm going to do a full spread of Jambet collage using your artwork. So I'm very happy and very thankful that everybody sent in their Jambet artwork, and I can't wait to include it into this beautiful sketchbook. But along with that, I am planning on doing some more island documentation. A long time ago, I made a video doing a collage for my first island of Glenny. I drew out all my villagers and I kind of collaged them together with screenshots from the game and other stickers and kind of things like that. But I would love to really dive deep into each one of my islands and document them fully into the sketchbook. I have now just started my 6th island. Yes, I've already recorded the restart, so the Alexandria tour is coming soon. But because I've had so many islands, I feel like they just go by so fast, and I want to actually have a place where I can fully document them as a memory. All the screenshots that I've taken, I want to get them out of my Switch and into a book. I want to document all of my favorite villagers. I think that I want to do pages that are detailing like all of them, like what's their hobby, basically taking the wiki and making a more designed you know, special page in memory of that villager, kind of like a family scrapbook, but my family are my Animal Crossing villagers. And as sad as that sounds, like this is truly a creative outlet for me, is journaling like this. And I feel like it helps to solidify my memories of things and gives me something to look back on when you know, maybe you don't want to play the game today, but maybe you just want a scrapbook about your Animal Crossing life that you've had. We've all had these islands that are close to our hearts, these villagers that mean so much to us, and it's so much fun to just have some creative outlet. These stickers, these Animal Crossing stickers, are just from Amazon. I think if you just search Animal Crossing stickers, this is one of the first things that comes up, is this really random selection of artwork. Actually, this was gifted to me by my other sister. So I love this KK with the little tulips coming out. That sketch of Mabel in the top right is absolutely adorable. And then there was this like pink Animal Crossing logo that is so cute too. Just doing a little bit of black heart washi tape to seal in some of the edges that were kind of peeling up a little bit, but also I felt like it just needed some contrast in these areas. Overall, I'm just kind of winging it and putting down whatever I think is cute wherever, and it's working out pretty good. This little picture of Daisy May and Flick, he's like handing her a little turnip. It's so adorable. Like I was saying, I went through and grabbed some screenshots that meant a lot to me. This screenshot is of Bam and Shari when I first started my Jungle Core Island Papagayo, and they're hanging out together with the baskets. They were so cute on this one day that I was playing with their little baskets, just wandering around, and they were staying so close to each other for so long. I printed it just on sticker paper, matte sticker paper. I used to have an Etsy shop, and so I have a lot of leftover sticker paper, but really it's not that expensive if you go to Staples, and you can make the most of it by filling up an entire sheet of these. It's a little bit hard to pick them away from each other when you've cut them like this, but with a little bit of work, grow your nails out before you collage, and it should be a breeze. The die cut stickers were a lot easier to work with. And then I had some sticker packs that have been around from my Planner Girl days. And this one was little donuts, and the villagers always hold little donuts. So I thought that was super cute. Put them in around everywhere, and I'm already loving how this cover is coming together. There's just a few final touches, and then we're gonna move inside and do the first spread, and also, the inside covers, and then the first spread. So it's a really exciting video. This one was a little bit longer because I was doing a lot more, but I think in the future we're gonna have more specific villager details. Let me know if there's a villager that you would like to make a spread for, or if you have ever made artwork based on your island or collage based on your island. I think it's a super fun pastime that allows you to like be in the Animal Crossing world without having to be on your Switch, which sometimes, I gotta say, I play for really long stretches at a time and my eyes start to hurt, but I'm still like, I want to be in the Animal Crossing universe. So this is a cute way to do it. I love this little bunting. It took me a second to figure out where to put it, but it goes up in this top corner. And it also has foil on it, which makes it look really adorable. This sticker that I chose here is so cute. It says "Anchored in Paradise" with a little anchor. And I think it's so adorable. It's so cute. It took me a second to get it out of there, and then it almost fell into the wrong place, but I was able to save it. And of course, Mabel gets a giant heart. And this sticker is actually a little sloth, and it says "me time" underneath, because Animal Crossing is definitely a part of my self-care. So I thought that was very fitting. And here is the finished cover. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I put those little coffee beans too. All of the foiling really works well because there's foiling on the paper, there's foiling on the sketchbook, and then some of the stickers also have some foil in them, so it just makes everything look shiny and cute. And all these Animal Crossing stickers and screenshots really add an extra touch to it. So let's move on to the inside. And what really got this project off the ground was all of this beautiful art that you guys sent in. This was such a fun project, and all of the art in this little collage seriously makes my heart so happy, and I think it's a great way to open up this book and get it started and just have a fresh. I'm looking at the finished one right now while I'm doing this voiceover, and it turned out so cute. All of your artwork is just it's a great way to, it's a reminder of all of you and our jambet love and hate and how divisive she can be. She is an icon. Although in this video, I don't actually do any sketching or drawing, I do have an illustration background. That's what I went to school for, so definitely would like to do some illustrations, probably on other sheets of paper and then gluing them in. I want this sketchbook to be like really chunky by the time I finished it. Lots of things taped in, stickers, washi tape, the whole 9 yards. I want it to really feel fun. And this is how my brain kind of works with these sketchbooks. My face is going to come into the side of the frame a lot more. As I go on, I kind of started to forget that I had a camera sitting beside me. So my face does get a little bit more involved. You'll see the edge of my glasses. I am going to be starting out with the spreads from Glenny. So my very first island, I want to get some screenshots and I want to detail the villagers from Glenny. But then we'll get into, of course, Okanda, Papagayo, Alexandria, Wabi Sabi, and then the newer islands as well. I'm planning on actually detailing my planning process in this sketchbook so that I can have a visual aid when I'm building. I can just go back and actually look in this sketchbook versus having to have too many tabs open on my computer or even having to be next to my computer when I'm playing. So that will be really fun. I just love all of the art that you sent in. This was such a special time to just reflect on the art. Some of them had to be placed slightly over the middle of the book, but they actually stick pretty well to either side, so it worked out really nicely. I was running out of room at this point. That's what happens when you haphazardly just start placing things down and you don't plan it out ahead of time. But it all worked out. I was able to find a spot for everybody's art. The only artwork that I had to slightly slice up was this one from Andrew Crossing, drawing her as a piece of toast. So I did take off the little signature and tape it on a little bit higher up so that it would fit. But everything fit well after that, and I was able to put that on, and then we just had to put in this last piece that I've just laid down here as a placeholder so I knew where it was going, and that is all of the art down. I then decided that it was kind of missing a little something, so I went in and grabbed this screenshot of my face close up with the fisheye lens for just an extra little thing over there. Then we went in with some washi tape and then a couple of stickers, and this was done. And this is actually a travel sticker set. When we were going on trips, I actually brought it with me and I would journal while we were on the trip, and it was super fun. But I really love the stickers in general because they have a lot of texture to them. There's a lot of hearts and cute things that actually strangely apply to Animal Crossing, like left my heart in, I left my heart in Glenny. I left my heart in all of my islands. So it's cute stuff like that, little pictures, little cameras, and these like sticker washi strips. So I put one of these at the top. I like it cluttered. I like a lot of clutter in a journal, lots of interesting things to look at, little hearts, little decor. I put a little diamond and it adds a little bit more of that foil that I love too with the washi tape and the stickers. So this is how the Jambet fan art collage looks. I'm so excited about it. I love it. If you're not familiar with all these pieces from the video that I did, some of them are from Discord more recently. So definitely go check it out if you're over 13. And it's time to move on to our first full spread, which is going to be an ode to my island, Glenny. And even though the hot dog costume picture that I'm putting in here is not from Glenny, the hot dog costume actually did originate on Glenny when I started doing Nookazon. So I put this picture of me in a hot dog costume yelling, and then I put this, one of my favorite screenshots from Glenny is this picture of Margie all wide-eyed. And so she's looking at me a little bit skeptically. And Blair at her birthday, which I think was the last birthday that I celebrated on Glenny, so that's kind of cute. I think it was maybe even one of my last days on Glenny was celebrating Blair's birthday before I reset. And just doing a couple little marker doodles. You don't have to be an artist to just put in some little hand-drawn touches with marker. A little plane, which is blue, which I thought was so adorable, and I just did a little trail to it. Also had that Animal Crossing sticker of the tree, which I thought was adorable too. I really burned through a lot of stickers in this little collage. I tried to do some sketching. I tried to sketch out the word Glenny in cursive, and then when I went to go and fill it in with pen, I started to really hate it. I used to be so good at these like hand-drawn text. It's been a little while since I journaled fully, and so this did not turn out the way that I wanted to at all. So I decided to put a piece of paper over top of it, and then I would collage things over top of that. There's always a way to solve it. If it didn't turn out the way you wanted, just put a piece of paper over top of it and move on. And it actually looks a lot better. In the travel sticker book that I'm also using for this collage, there's a whole page of different letters in the alphabet, so I end up spelling out Glenny with stickers instead. And I'm just going through these stickers again. There's so many of them that I'm just trying to pick out which ones would work best for Glenny. NPCs that I was maybe encountering for the first time, like Isabel, I had never met before, New Horizons. But then, of course, we had to put in Sable, who's an OG from the game, and I definitely remember fond memories of Sable from the first game. So this is the second attempt at writing Glenny, and I wrote it in marker, and I actually like the first version before I go in and do these extra lines through it. My big head gets in the way here. But I wrote it out on like this little post-it note that had kind of like butterflies in the background, and I thought it would be all cute and aesthetic, but then the paper was really thin. I wasn't really a huge fan of the lettering that I did. I have to get back into doing hand lettering because I used to do a lot of it and I got pretty good, but this did not last long at all. I literally put it down and then was like, I kind of hate that. So I tore it up after I put in these letters. They have kind of a texture behind them of like a map. And I really like this simple sans serif font. And I just spaced it out and kind of made it a little bit wavy up at the top here. And I think it looks a lot more cute. I had a lot more white space on these pages, which I think I would like to do going forward. There it goes, my little sketch, and actually peeled off pretty easily. And then I decided that I actually wasn't just going to do a right hand spread, like a right hand only page. I was going to incorporate the other side as well, and also decided that I wanted to include all 10 of my villagers that I had on this island. So I went back to my computer and printed off some more images and cut them out. So we have Apollo, we have Fuchsia, Stinky, Zell, Francine, Anchovy, and I'm missing one, Rosie. There's my boy, Stinky. Like, one of my favorite jocks ever, honestly. When I found him, I thought he was so funny, and he quickly became one of my favorite villagers in this game. Oh, Lolly, that's who I was forgetting. See, you go back, and that's why it's good to have these memories. I literally forgot about Lolly, even though I have her on a collage right on my wall. So I've done a couple of Glenny collages now, but it never gets old. It's so fun to remember all these cuties that I had. And I think back to the very first Animal Crossing game that I had, and I don't remember any of the villagers that I had after a while. On my first town, I was 15, but I would have loved to have a collage that I could go back to and actually see and have memories of. And I wrote down here, no thoughts, head empty, for Anchovy, because he's so adorable, but he literally looks like Mr. Bean. Like, he literally has no thoughts in his head. And then I wrote down for Stinky, I wrote campground managers, because him and Anchovy were my little campground managers, and I did a little cute area for them, and Anchovy had a little picnic spot. And even in the final dream address tour, Anchovy's like carrying sticks around the campground area, and it's so cute. It's like he is the campground manager. And I'm just adding in a few more finishing details, and then I think I went in with a couple more stickers as well, and that is the spread. Oh yes, I added these little twirly things and also some little flowers in pink, but I did it on this side next to Francine, and it honestly just looks like stink lines out of Francine. I really did not mean it that way. I meant it to be like cute little vines, but it literally looks like stink lines. Whoops. And this last sticker is a little sheep jumping over a moon, and I just thought it was cute to represent that this is still available in a dream that I can go visit anytime. And I don't know why I didn't think to put the dream address on this page, but I am going to go back, I think, and just write it in small little letters on the corner so that I can always remember the dream address for this island as well. And then just a little bit of washi tape. This one had popsicles, and then this one was a little black and white camera, which I thought was cute. Can never have too many cameras because, of course, we're always taking pictures in Animal Crossing. And then they had these little birds as well, so I put a couple of them. They're like on more of a translucent backing. I went through a serious amount of stickers. I'm gonna have to get some more Animal Crossing stickers after this. I have my Etsy cart completely full of Animal Crossing stickers, so let me know if you would like to see me spend a ridiculous amount of money on Etsy and I can detail all the fun goodies that I find, because I found a lot of Animal Crossing stationery stuff on Etsy. I dug deep. I went into a rabbit hole on Etsy that is ridiculous, and I have about $140 Canadian in my cart. I'm willing to spend. I will make the sacrifice. I want to do it. So I hope this video does well so that I can justify spending money on more Animal Crossing stationery to keep this project going. It was such a fun time. I highly recommend this to anybody. This is how the final Glenny spread turned out. And altogether, this whole thing looks so cute. The cover is actually really smooth and just really super nice. Then we have this beautiful spread of jambet and Glenny to start. So that is the first page of our journey together on this Animal Crossing sketchbook. Here are some close-up shots of the cover. You can see how all that foil is working. I love the screenshot of me in the flowers there with little Isabel. So cute. Olivia down in the bottom left. And we have the full screen of jambet. Every little thing about this makes me so happy. It makes me laugh. It puts me in a good mood to get into journal mode. So I think it's going to be so fun to continue this project. And we're starting it out with Glenny, but I think going forward, a little bio on each of these villagers, the importance they had on our island, and then we'll head into other adventures with other islands, both in the planning and in the memory keeping, and hopefully a couple more art challenges with you guys. But for now, I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody!